Hey guys, it's Cal here from FX Sabers, IRA Forums and KR Sabers. This is my latest build that I finished, or builds. As you can see, there is a pair of them, and if you don't recognise them, then I'll give a bit of an explanation. These two hilts are inspired by the Force Unleashed 2 promo trailer. So before they released the Force Unleashed game, the second one, they showed some cinematic sequences where Starkiller, or Galen Marek, however you say his name, had a pair of sabers. So they look like these. You can search the reference pictures, etc. So I wanted to do a pair like this, and I set about starting how I was going to plan the build. Now, the hilts are originally from Saberforge. Saberforge have a model in their line called the Saberforge Reliant Hilt. It hasn't got some of the features that I'll go through with you now, because I did do extra machining to make it more accurate to what's shown in the trailer, but it is a similar looking hilt. So Saberforge do sell their hilts empty, so I ordered a couple of empty hilts. Took about 14-15 weeks to arrive. There was a bit of a wait there, and I got the hilts, and it had a leather wrap on it, which wasn't accurate to what's shown in the trailer. There's like a cloth wrap. So here I've got a cloth wrap on the saber, so it's really nice, nice and soft to hold and really comfortable to wield with. Also, I did the extra machining, so you'll see in the trailer there's sort of like machined squares in there, and also some accents here. Now, when I ordered the hilts, I did have a bigger build in mind, such as maybe a Crystal Focus or a Petite Crouton, and I double checked before my order that it wouldn't come with switch holes, but unfortunately it came with a switch hole already. So it changed the look of what I wanted to go for, because I like sort of everything to be sort of hidden and tucked away, which you might see in my previous builds. But it wasn't a big deal really, so I decided to go for a Nano Biscotte install. The customer actually requested for no flash on clash, so this saber doesn't have flash on clash. It's 3 dyes, blue, blue, blue. It's a Cree. The first time I've actually used a Cree. Haven't used Cree LEDs yet, but it's safe to say I'll be using them in future, because this saber is really, really bright. So like I said, they feature Cree LEDs, both of them blue, blue, blue. They're Nano Biscotte V2 soundboard. It has a full 3D printed chassis design in hilt recharge. So I also drilled out the pommel to allow for the recharge port. So when you want to get recharge port access, you can just take the kill key out.
What will you do with me?
It's also got some Force Unleashed 2 inspired sound font. So you just unscrew the pommel. So shout out to Darth Rio, who's a friend of mine in France who does 3D design. I went to him for the 3D design for this chassis that you're about to see. So like I said, recharge port, they're really easy recharge port access. You've got the 2-watt bass speaker, and then when you want to get recharge port access, you can just pull the chassis out and you've got your SD card right there. Just so easy to get. You can take it out with your fingers. There's actually no need to even use needle nose pliers. It's really in there, nice and secure. So that's a beautiful chassis there. And you've got the 18650 rechargeable cell there for when you get nice runtime out of it. I think it's 3400 milliamps. And then when you're done with any SD card changes, make sure that you have the kill key in when you're making the SD card changes. You just screw the pommel back on like that, nice and snug. There's a little O-ring on the chassis just to make sure that's nice and snug, and you can put the kill key back in, ready for any of the new sound fonts that you've got on there. So like I said, both sound fonts on there are the Force Unleashed sound fonts. I also machined in a 832 head screw to hold the Heatsink Module. The cool thing about these sabers is that the customer did ask for quick connect LEDs, so you can easily connect and disconnect LEDs. So I've machined in some extra LED modules that you can easily plug in. I'll show a demo of those in a sec, but essentially all you have to do is when you want to change your LED, you just undo this screw here like that. It's best to take it all the way out so you see where the heat screw is. You just tap it like that. The LED module will come out, as you can see here, which is blue at the moment. and then you can just unplug it. So you have your module here. Plug in the new one, which I'll just show you. I'm just trying to get it in the camera. So you plug in your new LED. It's a nice way of having colour changing features without having to go for a more higher end board. And you just put the LED module back in, and you just loosen this a little bit. Just that's the blade retention screw. And then when you see it coming past the hole, as it is there, you just get your 832 screw and screw that in like that. So you can carry these LED modules with you, and then
what will you do with me?
Now you have a red LED. I'll show the difference in this. I'll leave that module in there for now for you to see what both the blue LED looks like and what both reds look like. In fact, actually I'll do them both at the same time because the LEDs are really easy to change. So I'll show you that now in the blade demo. So we have both sabers here now. Kill key's already pulled out. Like I said, it's got two TFUII style fonts. Both LEDs in there at the moment are the blue ones. So I'll show you the Cree blue. Like I said, these are really bright. The blades I've got in there at the moment are just standard blades. Nothing special about these ones. They're just the only two that I had that were the same length and the same type. So here we go. So you got two really nice strong blues here. Great sounds, nice and loud as well. And obviously really nice and bright, nicely evenly lit blades that you can see, and just a pair of really nice blues. I love these blues, and I'm sure if you see it in real life you'd be exactly the same. So retraction as well, they nicely retract, and you just change the sound fonts. Just hold the button.
I got a bad feeling about this. I got a bad feeling about this.
So obviously really nice blades there. So you can see how bright they are, and it's daylight in England as well, so you can see the strength of the colour there, and obviously the brightness of the Cree LED. I usually use Rebel LEDs, but I was really happy with these. So what I'll do is now I'll quickly change the LEDs and show you what they are red. So now we've got the LEDs changed for the red, so you can see what the red LEDs like. So you can see how nice and bright those Cree red LEDs are. They might look a bit sort of amber on the camera, but they are red. I'll try and focus in on the actual blade so you can see how it looks a bit more red now. But that's obviously focusing directly on the light. But you can see how bright they are. How bright they are there. If I lift it up, you can see it a bit better. But really nice and loud. Nice city sounding font. So you can have a blue blade or pair of blades as well as a red pair. So hope you guys like that demonstration of the blade demo there. I'm certainly happy with the LEDs, and if you see this red in person, it's just amazing looking red. So that was the blade demo there, and like I said, really strong colours shown in the blades right there. Also I forgot to mention I've got a stainless steel raised actuator switch for both the activation switch and the on-off switch. The Nano Biscotte only has one switch there. So I think that's everything that I've said about the Saber. So if you like it, give it a thumbs up, and you can also subscribe to the YouTube channel to see any other lightsaber builds that I do. But I am really happy with these. I hope Oliver is happy with them too, and I'll get these shipped out to him as soon as he's back from wherever he is. All knows that he's out of the country. So yeah, hope you like it, guys, and any questions or anything, just don't hesitate to ask. Cheers.